Hey Facebook family, I'm going to take a few moments to encourage you. This is something that dropped in my spirit. My husband and I were taking some private time out, and so he's visiting with some family, so I'm just trying to pull away and take this moment to encourage some of you. But there is a word that I feel is going to bless some of you. It's coming out of Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 11. And when I get a minute, I'll go back and edit the post and just name it E-911. For many of you know that can represent emergency 911, but for what we're talking about today, I think that there's a work of God in the hand of God in your neighbor's life, but at the end of the day, you need to pay more attention to what God is doing in you. Now, in the story of the turtle and the tortoise and the hare, they said, you know what, there's a race. Let's go ahead and race and see who can get to the finish line quicker. And unfortunately, we see that happening in the body, don't we? For some reason, there's this rush. And there are even some prophets who are aiding and abetting criminals in the kingdom. And I mean that on a spiritual level, where they will trouble you, shut down things that are, opening doors in your spirit for you to feel some kind of way. You've got to guard that. Amen. You may have to unfollow some people. You may have to block some people. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean that, because this was something I had to learn personally. What the Lord told me, He said, I need you to remove yourself from that. And it didn't mean necessarily that the person had did anything wrong, or, sometimes it was the case, but that's not always the case. For in some circumstances, the Lord was saying, you know what, that thing, if you keep looking at it, right? If you keep putting yourself experiencing, they'll never move in the graces and in the areas that I'm moving into. And so this rabbit picked up an arrogant, conceited spirit. And you know what? He fell asleep. He fell asleep. And while he was sleeping, God allowed, and I'm looking at this, I'm looking at it from a spiritual point of view. God allowed that rabbit to take a nap. And in his taking a nap, praise God, the turtle kept moving. This is what I want to encourage some of you today. Amen. Keep moving. It doesn't matter who's doing what. Me and the Holy Ghost. This is the time for you to work on you. This is the time for you to build what God is doing in you. So don't focus on what somebody else is doing. Acknowledge it, appreciate it, celebrate it, amen it. But at the end of the day, my brother, my sister, you have greatness locked on the inside of you too. Don't be dismayed by what somebody else is doing. Everybody has their season. Everybody has their season. One may be in a season of breakthrough, one may be in a season of breakdown, but at some point it's all going to level off. Amen. God is not, amen, so unjust that he would just leave you in your hallway forever. He's not going to leave you in the valley forever. He didn't leave, Jesus didn't stay at 3 days. That was it. There is an expiration date instructions, amen. Doesn't mean you can't see, but right now your focus shouldn't be so much on your eyes. It should be focusing on your ears. So you got to learn, amen. It's just like in the natural, when you find someone who has a handicap, amen, they're not able to see, their eyes, if they're not able to see, their ears are stronger. If they can't hear, their eyes are stronger. So when you're in a season like that and you're experiencing trouble with vision, you need to focus on strengthen your ear gate. Amen. Strengthen your ear gate.